everyone. Welcome back to Inspiration Tarot. My name is Amber, and today we are going to go ahead and look at the Zombie Tarot deck. This has been out for quite a few years. I think it came out almost 10 years ago. It is currently about $17 in most places. And the box is really cute. It is shaped like an ammo box, or it's supposed to be an ammo box. All right. The guidebook is in color as well. Now they do have spreads, which I think are really fun at the beginning. They have, the beginner, your basic 3-card draw. They also have the broken heart, the gravestone, the eyeball, and the severed head. So I think that the spreads that come with this are actually really fun if you are a person who likes to do spreads for your readings. Yeah, so they all look like newspaper articles. They're made from the same company that makes the Housewives Tarot. So you might notice some similarities. Now, one thing to mention, Justice here is number 8. And let's see, I think it's 17, yes. And instead of the star card being number 8. And the reason for that, I know a lot of people get confused by that. Originally, that was the order. The original order was the Justice card first. But then when, the Rider-Waite deck came out, they decided that it made more sense to put it into chronological order according to the zodiac signs, and that's why it got switched. But they went ahead and did the Justice card for number 8. I just love this this Wheel of Fortune card. I think it's really fun. And the Strength card is interesting too because there's no beast on it. Usually you have a lion or a tiger or, some creature that you're trying to tame. The Devil card is one of my favorite cards of any of the devils, in any of the tarot decks. I just love that they really pick up on the fact that it's about vices, not so much about the devil. I love the Sun card. They're coming in to rescue them. All right, and then we get into the minors here. And the minors are represented up here with the skeleton or the skull with the brain in it. And what's also nice about these cards is they are themed, and the book is definitely themed. It's a high theme deck, or a high theme book. But you could pull these cards out. I don't feel like they're just for Halloween. You can pull these cards out any time of the year, whereas some of your other Halloween, centric decks, you could really only get away with them around Halloween. I mean, you could use them, but... And then wands here represented by bones. I roller skate, so I love this one because it's very rare that I see a deck that has skates on it. There's actually a deck that is themed to roller skates. And I don't remember her full name. I think her name is Tati. I may be wrong about that, but it's on my wish list. She's about to come out with an anniversary deck for it, and I want to get my hands on one of those. I feel like you get good imagery with this deck if you're a beginner. I would still recommend that you pull up the traditional images so that you can kind of compare and contrast. But I think there's enough of a story going on in each of these cards that you wouldn't have too much of an issue reading them. And of course, hazards are your pentacles. Yeah, so it's a really fun deck. The cardstock here is plenty thick enough for me, especially for $17. It is matte, which I personally like. Oh, you know what? I think I do. I have them like this. I don't usually read reversals, so I don't shuffle them with reversals in. But yeah, they shuffle really nicely because they're, a matte finish here as well. And then let's look for the King of Hazards. Just see what that says. Of course, that's going to be your King of Pentacles. All right, distant, hard work, businessman. Steady, reliable, and slightly boring, the King of Hazards is shackled to his material possessions and proud to admit it. Go to him for advice on money or investing, and he will never steer you wrong. Although this person may be a valuable ally in a business endeavor, he can be somewhat distant in a personal or family relationship. He may represent an older man looking out for your well-being. So yeah, so it's a really fun deck to play with and to read for others. I love that they have little advertisements here, of course, at the end. To really play along these are newspaper articles that you're reading. But yeah, I really highly recommend this deck, especially if you are into spooky things or kind of a zombie culture with all of the shows and movies that are coming out for them. But yeah, this is the Zombie Tarot, and let me know if you have any questions.